Hello friend. In this lecture we learn about how to create a MS data and how to connect each tables from each other. Okay. So first of all we just give a names company. Suppose that I'll just give a names info company. I have already started this company names and already created. So anyway, here is a ID and just give a name so that we can readables in future. Company ID and company ID auto generated auto numbers, and here you can see is a primary ID and you can give any company descriptions. Okay, this is the secondary things you can give any company details. I'll just here is a types of branch. So here you can see branch short text over. Okay, next one is address. Address is also in format in text. Telephone, and telephone you can choose a suppose that's any types of uh, data. First of all we just save. Okay, and you can see here is a listed and phone number. You can enter these types of data. There is a optional. Okay, so I'll just cancel it. I'll just show you so that you can remember these things. You can also feed a different types of data. Now I am type email. Email is our hyperlink. Okay, so that we can directly connect it to emails to our email bars. Now I'm is there a total shares, how much total shares of company. So here I'll just select here is a number. Okay, so if you give any number so that he not exceeds more than, so if you just as you see long integer numbers, and after that we just click on it and total EMP. EMP means that means total employee. How much employee work in the info companies, and here also selected numbers. Okay. Now I am selected types total assets. How much company is total assets? So here is also number. Now we just control S. Here is a create a info company details. Just simply right click control saves and right click send, and here is a data, and we just manually feed the data of types of, suppose that here is a company belongs, suppose that Delhi, and his address Delhi address 34 B block, and telephone just like suppose that's just randomly puts anything, and email ID suppose info at the rate gmail.com. Total share how much? 50,000, 5 lakhs. Okay, there is a employee workings 5,000, and total assets is 50 lakhs. Okay, just click on enters and tabs. You can see by default company ID already selected. Just here. Now I'm types other branches located in Mumbai 554 G block. I'll just randomly type any types of data, or so that Mumbai telephone number this one, and info.mum at the rate gmail.com. Okay, and total companies here in Mumbai branch how much? Suppose that 25,000. Sorry, 25,000 total works working 3,000, and total assets there is only just like this. Okay, now I'm again, as you can see here by default company ID defaulted primary. Now I'm typing Bangalore. Here just types 263 by 4. Now 3F block. Now randomly types any types number info dot ba at the rate gmail.com. Okay, so companies here, so that this ones, and now total employee there works 400. Suppose that. Okay, now total assets is 5,000. Now one more fill add on Chennai. It's their address. Just keep patience, friends. I'll show you how to each table connected to each other. Okay, And in the next video I'll teach you how to import data. If you have a, suppose that if you raw data, many of raw numbers of data, suppose that 100 and 200s data, employee details, in much more things in the fields, you must be all the tables row. As you can see, branch address must be types this row as it is in your excel sheets, and particularly just feed data and you can just import data. In the next video I'll teach you all in all things. First of all, we just feed data, and here is our agenda is how to connect a table to each other. cs@gmail.com, simply types, and this one is suppose that's here, and there are total employee works 200, and now total number of sales suppose that 80,000. Okay, so we just simply control s. Here is the first table is created. Okay, now we can create another tables. In the fields names is employees details. Okay, now we go to design view, and employee detail is connected to company id. So our is a employee id is a primary id, so by default is generated, and here I am type a company id. So company id is also number, since as you can see here is a company id is already mentioned. So each table are connected so that they are linked to this. Okay, so company id we created, and now I am give a emp name. Suppose that employee name. Okay, so I'll just type a short name so that you can memorize and more understables. And there is a designation, and designations is also is for text. Here is a salary, and now select salary in currency option. You can select currency in a dollars in so all format things, and suppose that we selected currency in journals. Okay, and now I am type of age, and here you can see age fields it's not more than two numbers of characters, so you can just simply types of two. So if you type any wrongly mistake, suppose that you type 100, and 100 is age more than, but fields accepts the data. If you want to not accept more than two characters, just simply types two. Okay, so this selects field size 2. Now I am just go to a date of birth. Okay, so in this text you can format input marks. So simply just you can also select a desired option. You can see here is a option, you can select it a desired option, suppose that date and in all things, but I will cancel it and just type a this type of input marks. Okay, now I am just control s, and again I am type address. Address is also in short text. Now here is a city, and this one is photo. So that photo is, now I am selected a photo in a attachment. Okay, you can selected also multiple if you suppose that four branch and five branch. Okay, so particularly employer belong city wise only five cities, suppose that Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Hyderabad. So you just type and listing appears in the table view formats. Just here is selected look wizard and go to next, and table employee. Okay, now I am text this ones, and there is a employee id, customer id, company id, employee name, salary is this one. Select field employee id. Now next, there is a you can start the field in ascending order is a Delhi. I think we are going to wrongs. Just select in a look wizard and go to I'll type the value I want text. Okay, so this one I'll type. So suppose that, sorry, back Delhi. Number of columns, suppose that I have four. Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Bangalore. Next. Field available, field 1, field 1, column 1. Now I am selected, finish. And now I am control S and just go to our, right click on it and go to data sheet view. As you can see here is our salary, but by so the dollar option, just go back to design view and here is a salary, just select currency and now currency selected in the general options. Okay, now I am go to control S and right click and go to data sheet view and you can see here is a dollar option not showing. Okay, so just simply type some customer's name, suppose that customer ID, a company ID, sorry. So company ID here is mentioned. I randomly select a company ID two and employee name. Suppose his name Amit and his designation CEO of company and his salary 7 lakh rupees. Okay, now he has 45 and date of birth. And simply as you can see, we have already selected a data format. If you suppose that I will type 10, you can see already is showing how to type a date of birth. Okay, now I am types 30101 and 1980 and his address, suppose that's be dash 30 Saket and he's belong, as you can see here is a listing options Delhi Mumbai, but why is showing in row wise. So we just know to fix it. Mumbai. What will happen if you select? I select Hyderabad. Other one. Anyway, in the next tables I'll fix it. So I'll just type in Delhi. Okay. Now I am selected a photo. Just double click on it and add options. And here you can see this one. I already downloaded and just double click. As you can see, JPG all file installed and click OK. And simply just go to enter and tabs and the more PC company ID supposed to be 12 phone numbers. Okay, now I'm typing his Zohi and he's a senior manager. His service supposed to say and his 40. Now his date of birth 0101 1985 and they have 40 and Batra. They are from Mumbai and I'll already selected the photos and all the remaining fields should be blank. So that's not necessary. Just double click on it, add and say here you can select number one and okay. Now I'm going to enter and tabs. So just selected company ID 3 and his names. He is a manager and his salary 2000 and his is 35 104990. 4040. They have come from. Okay, now I'm one more add-ons. So just see the so that's two number also and different cities so that his name is what is Rahul and he's a sales executive. His salary is 45,000 and his age is 30. Now date of birth 108 95. Right? And they are going from Chennai. We feed info company all data and employee details. Okay, and one to many options. Okay, and all things you can. There is a no partial dependency to each others. Okay, so as you can see, this one is employee names and designations. Designations is a subset of employee ID. As you can see, company id is a primary id company and you can find it, suppose that's email id is a subset id and company id is a primary id. Okay, now I am go to create a one more tables and we can see how to each table connected to each other. Just we give a name, suppose that customer name. Okay, now simply go to enters and just type here is a customer ID. auto number generated customer id, and here I am just give a employee id, so that customer who can handle the customer can handles only employees. So employee id I'll just mention कि this employee id handle this customers. Okay, so here just employee id, as you can see 1234. I'll just randomly select number. Okay, now I am feeding a employee. Suppose that here is a customer name, so simply just give a customer names. Suppose that custom customer name short text. Okay, now here is a city. Now I am looking look wizards in already. No, I will just type here is a, why is showing is there in a column options, we should be in the only one. If type in a Delhi. Okay, as you can see here is a Delhi, and type Mumbai, and now Chennai and Bangalore. As you can see, when we selected, all listed appear in the next time. Okay, city. Now here category. Category is also, suppose that what is the role of your customers. They can multiples works, advertisements, hoarding, display, distributes in all things. Okay, so you can also just look wizards they give up, and just here is a, suppose that I'll just suppose advertisement. Okay, sorry, advertisement, and suppose that hoarding, and they can also display. Okay, and one more thing add-ons, advertisement, hoarding, display, and I think three option is more than enough. Just to go to finish. Okay, and category, and now I am feed a mobile number, and just simply here is a selected a number. You can selected a large number also if you mobile number, and now I am some email id. Now just select this email id. Simply just control s, and control s. After that, so we just right click on customer tables, and here go to data sheet view, and here you can see just employee id. Suppose that I will give employee id 2, and customer name randomly select any types of any kind of names, Rohan, sorry, Rohan. As you can see, cities listing appears, so all things Chennai, Mumbai, where he is belong. Okay. Now I am selected to category. Category, suppose that's Mumbai Rohan's. They are working in advertisements, and his mobile number is this one. I'll just randomly type this number, and Rohan email ID is rohan at the rate gmail.com. Okay. Now I am simply click enter, add on one more things. Now here employee id is 1, and employee id is 1, and customer name is Dev, or Deep is belong, suppose that Deep is belong from Delhi. Okay, now he is working from hoarding, or his mobile number, suppose that randomly type any kind of number, hoarding. Okay, now I am give a email id Rohan's Deep at the rate gmail.com. Deep is the email id. Okay, now one more row table centers in a 3, and his name, suppose that Alam, and Alam is belonging from also in Mumbai, and he's working in a display, and his mobile number, suppose that, sorry, 983 kind of numbers, and Alam email id is Alam at the rate gmail.com. Okay, and I just add on one more tables 4, and his name is, suppose that, Jay. No, Jay is our name. Ankit, and Ankit belongs from Bangalore, and he's working from advertisement, and his mobile number is this one, and Ankit email ID at the rate gmail.com. Okay, now I'm control steps and just simply go to create here. Here is a query design options. Okay, as you can see here is a customer name. Just double click on it, customer, and just customer ID, custom employee ID, customer name, city, category. Okay, and mobile number also, email id. If you find a customers there is a belong from Mumbai, just here you can simply type a Mumbai. Okay, and here you can see here is a run option, just click on it and you can see Rohan and Alam are belong from Mumbai. Okay, so you can simply fast in a different way how to find a data. And there is a query options, just we click info company, and info company is employee details and customer name. As you can see all the fields are connected each other. Here is a, you can see primary key info company connected to employee id. Here is a employee id and company. Okay, now company added I already here is mentioned, and this is a subset of this info companies, and customer name is a subset of info company. You can see here, you can see connected to each other. Okay, in the next video, if we want to create a import a data from a excel sheet, how to imports in a row of data. Suppose that if you have a customer, lots of customer, and you can just simply imports and put all the row fields data. How can we do that? So in the next video I'll teach you, and also teach you how to create a form and how to create. Suppose that I'll just show in this, you can see here is a form and form design option, and you can simply just customize the forms. In the next video I'll teach you in all things. Okay friend, thank you.